Hi, this is Kate Holloman and welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna take you through drawing hair. So we're just gonna start with drawing a very basic shape for the face. We're not gonna be filling in the details. So here we go. This is a soft line, an oval shape. Of course, a face can be a variety of shape, but we're gonna go with this time. Okay, and we're gonna do some side parting. We're gonna start with this thinner side. And let's say that this hair is going behind the neck and back. Okay, we're not gonna go all the way here. We're gonna draw this other side, and we're just going with basic lines right now, just to kind of capture the basic shape. We're gonna let this follow closely, but it's gonna go in. This is where the bangs would be. And let's come back over here. So we have our basic outline. We're going to erase this part of the face line so that it's not in the way. And we're also gonna come in here because this is where we would have an ear on one side. We don't wanna completely omit that. And again, erase these helpful lines, just so that we get a clean picture. All right, now we're going to add some other lines just for the sections of these strands. We're not gonna fill in anything else just yet. We're kind of going to help ourselves in coloring these individually, shading them. We're gonna do the same here. And now you're going to notice that these lines aren't exactly all next to each other. They're kind of going to go, into each other, because that's what waves would do. So let's go over here. So here's the basic shape and our lines that are going to help us with the actual shading. So I'm just gonna show you what I do. I don't really press the whole way through. I kind of press and lift as I do the stroke. That creates the gradient, and also it brings together these uneven lines, these loose strokes, and that really helps to make the hair look more natural. And here is where the rounding is, so we're going to try to keep the light in the same area. We can go darker. And again, a little bit lighter, more lifting. And again, from down here, we're going to go dark, light, lift the pencil more as we go. Now you see I'm totally getting this area dirty, so I'm gonna come in and erase that. I really don't want that to look like this, and this is very common, okay? When you're drawing with a softer pencil, you're gonna make smudges. So what is really helpful is either getting a napkin or a tissue or another piece of paper and just laying it down under where your hand normally rests. So that's what we're going to do, okay? This is a very common thing that happens when you draw with a pencil. It just happens, okay? Then your hand looks all funny and dirty, and it can be much worse than that. Okay. Come back to the shading, and we're basically just repeating the whole process over and over. You can also go back and forth. And now you see that I'm actually going much lighter than I was going over here. When you notice in the areas where the hair isn't actually very wavy or curly, the difference between the light and dark isn't gonna be as strong. So we're going to consider that. But here, this area is gonna be light again. So we're gonna come here, go a little bit darker. Now you can go into some areas, make them dark, because that happens between hairs. You can sort of get a little bit more depth. Some of these strands are slightly separated. They don't always make that perfect bulky shape. And we're just gonna keep going. This side, this part is under. So this is gonna be darker. And here we're coming out. forefront. This is gonna be light. Here's our dark area. And see, it's not exactly like a square or a rectangle or a circle. It's sort of like a zigzag. So be careful with the pressure of your pencil. Remember to press and lift. And that'll help. Now this isn't completely in the forefront, so there is shaping happening here, but it's not completely bright as it is here. Okay, back to the lighter. You can see I go back and forth and just sort of add where I feel that it needs a better blend. Where it perhaps needs a small separation in the big section. That's nice. So that really helps. Maybe I'm going to do that over here. Not exactly in the middle. I can do that on the sides. We can even make this one a little bit stronger. There we go. Let's come back over here. This is all gonna be pretty dark. This is where it's the darkest, so I'm gonna start just kind of filling in the section and not with strokes as the individual hairs yet. And here slowly I'm gonna come into that. So I'm mostly following the shape of what I did over here. Kind of helps, it's like a little guideline. This is where it's really good to have your lines smidge different from each other so that it gives it a nice variety, as if it were with real hair. This one is in the back. So again, we're going to start dark. You can sort of outline here. It'll give you a nice sharp definition. Now we can also go in with one more thing, and that is an eraser. And now you can either use an eraser at the end of a mechanical pencil, because they're pretty small and they have this nice sharp edge. So let's give it a try. Okay, right here, I'm going to make a white line and adding an individual hair. Okay, there's one. You can go in here. It's a little stubborn. Oh, here we go, it's working. So you can do it with this kind of an eraser, but if you don't have it, you can also take one of your erasers and cut a small piece off so that it has a sharp edge. You can actually shape it up a little bit more. There we go. You carefully come in. And kind of start drawing with it. I think the mechanical pencil was working a little bit better. This is working as well. Okay, we're not gonna put any more in. Now what you do, you're gonna take your regular pencil and go right under sort of give it like a little shadow. It'll help pull it up, define it more. Okay, and now we're going to finish this off with a few loose strands on the outside. Cross over each other. Mainly down here at the ends. And there we go. We have really nice wavy hair. So you can use this for any kind of hair. Of course, if you're drawing straight hair, it's going to be a little bit easier and faster. It's going to take more time and more work if you're doing curly hair, but the same method can apply. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you know how it is. You can give it a like, leave a comment. And if you like this kind of content, feel free to subscribe to the channel. It does help and I appreciate it very much. So thank you guys and see you next time. Bye!